took them later, but
Yeah.
I wasn't as faithful as him on taking pictures.
Right. More just like family pictures and stuff. But were you ever like into cars when you were growing up, like in high school?
Not really.
Like, I know some boys are like into certain styles of cars, or
Not really.
what type of car did you say your dad had?
He had a Nash. He was a 55 Nash. And I went to college. I got some old Studebaker or something that used to be an electric company car, some yellow one, really cheap.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Guy from Rhode Island that had Model A's, Model T. He gave me a 52 Ford. So I had that for a little while.
Oh wow.
I forget what it was. Oh, I guess it was when I was in the Army and I hurt my arm. Because I remember working on that that car.
Yeah.
And I changed the transmission.
With the injured arm.
Yeah, I had to push up my stomach, push the thing up, get it in place. Yeah, it's just...
That sounds difficult.
Yeah.
But, do you remember any big, like, I don't know if you'd remember this, but big sort of companies that kind of, like names of them, maybe like GE, like General Electric or something like that, that kind of were the head honchos of certain technologies, or maybe car brands, like popular car companies or anything like that?
Well, they were all in business, but
Yeah.
they were all distinct. Like today, you almost have to read the name on the car to see what model
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
true.
But before, I mean, they all had different
Was there a special model
fin
that...
arrangements or something, like the Edsel had that thing on the front.
So it was a lot of different types?
Yeah.
What was... I mean, like, was there popular, like, types or, like, the most common?
Chevrolet was pretty popular. Like that one car wash I worked at had a gas pump on it. They pump gas occasionally. And, you know, some places they try to hide the gas caps even just for part of the design.
Right.
There's one
So-
that you had, like, you know, the tail light. You had to, like, twist the top part of the tail light and open it up, and it was in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Really hidden.
The gas, the license plate would be on spring thing. You pull the license plate down. It's in the back of that.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it was pretty hidden.
But it was the same big companies that you have to. It was Buick,
Right.
Chevy, Ford.
Yeah, I feel like those would be the most popular. I've heard a lot about Ford and stuff. And what about like models though for cars? Was there a specific type that most people had? I mean, I know it was more smaller cars, probably.
Well, they were big and they were heavy. I mean,
Yeah.
They made it with steel. Then.
Right.
I mean, you know, they were
But
heavy.
they probably couldn't fit. They probably fit a standard amount of people, right? Like a...
There really isn't a standard. It's like today, you know. It's just, you know, you go buy houses. There's all different cars.
Right, you can get the
And there wasn't as many
SUVs
models then, but people didn't have as many cars.
Yeah, that's true.
So you go buy a house, you know, it'd be here and it'd be a different car there. It's just however people ended up with different
Yeah.
vehicles. It was just a selection
Did
process.
So like, say in your neighborhood, did most families just have one car? Normally for the
Yeah.
I guess their dad, if they're going to work or something, just for commuting.
Yeah. I'm trying to think in Arlington. Somerville definitely won at that age. It might have started to incorporate a couple cases of two and stuff in Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got more removed then, too. Yeah, you could walk downtown and get the bus. There was a bus made a few trips, you know, that did stop at the end of the street, but other than that,
Right.
you couldn't go anyplace.
Did the bus cost anything to take?
I think that the one at the end of the street was a little more than the usual, but the usual one back, even in there when I was in high school, was a nickel, and you get transfers.
That's pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Well, even now, it's probably, what, like 50 cents? If you were to take one, which most people don't, but would you just take that with, like, say you and your friends and just kind of go across.
We'll go down Mass Ave on the bus down to Harvard Square.
Oh, right. And that's where you said you'd hang out and
Yeah.
stuff. Was there anything to do there, or would you just kind of hang outside and hang?
For the most part, we'd be down at the river. Occasionally, we'd go into the Harvard Yards for a party or something. But
Yeah. Party hopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. What about phones? Like house phones and stuff. Did you have one? Well, I mean, did you use one ever really when you were younger?
Yeah, they had the rotary dials. I was trying to think if they were. I think. Oh, no, I remember my uncle's house up there. That they were on a party line. I don't think we were on a party line.
Yeah.
But it would ring differently. It would ring. It would be the same phone line for you and some of your neighbors or something there.
Really?
And it'd be a different ring. Yeah.
That's funny.
And those real heavy old.
Yep, the
Yeah.
old-fashioned ones.
Yeah.
Did you ever use them to
The
say,
rotary.
like, call your friends or something, or was it just kind of there? If, like, you wanted to see your friends, would you go walk to them, or did you use the phone, kind of, to say, like, oh, let's meet up here?
Oh yeah, use the phone. You didn't have. We even had us when we moved to Medfield. Well, we were in Medfield for 35 years or something anyway, so I guess that's not a good statement. But we didn't have digital when we first moved in,
Right.
and it was just because they charged $1 or something a month. They
Yeah.
charged a little more, so they just
You did without that.
right. And at the time, computers were just more or less starting up too. You used a dial-up modem on the telephones. You couldn't use telephone and the modem in the phone
It
at the
was
same
dial-up.
time. So you couldn't.
Probably took forever.
Yeah. But while you were on that, you couldn't use the telephone.
Right. So, it's kind of, you had to wait your turn, I guess. And, okay. Right.
Over here, not the one that's
Right.
That was the Brennans. Yeah, front door. He put a door on the side in front. They used to have just the one door, and they had on the right side of the thing would be a rental in there.
So was there
And
just one rental, like I guess you could say apartment type thing, or was there like a few?
There was a few. That was then you walk down the hallway and go into our place down there. But it was a little awkward because the bathroom for that one was on the left side of that hallway, it was under the stairway. So they finally boxed all that in to be part of the apartment.
Right.
And opened a door, put a door down the outside of the porch area we'd go down. You go in the living room from there. And then there was a big room upstairs in the back. Well, there was about 2 apartments on the side that just had refrigerators, just sort of like studio.
Yeah.
The one in the back upstairs wasn't a bad size. They had use of the back stairway. So that just left us in the back,
Right, just
on
a little
there
bit.
with just a few
Small
rooms
bit.
there, yeah.
How many floors was that? The picture's cut off, but so was the first floor, the second floor, was there a third floor? Like,
It was like a cupola or something like this one, sort
Yeah,
of like.
so sort of
it's-
a-
Yeah.
Oh.
My father even rented that. He had some guy down there at his work that just slept, so he just.
yeah,
rented
didn't
that or
really
something,
need
yeah.
anything, just like an austere lifestyle. But okay, well, so actually this is good because this picture shows kind of what your neighborhood was like. So all the houses kind of look like this.
Yeah.
So they'd have like they
Trying to-
look nice. So they have like the 3 floors.
This is a young picture or something of it, or a more recent. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably.
Well, this is all. Before they used to have like that coal tar, whatever it was, and really stuff on it. So this is a little better finish. It's more recent.
Yeah.
There used to be a big chestnut tree in front of this house. We used to have hurricanes more often. I used to go out there all the time after the hurricane and pick up the chestnuts.
You had hurricanes?
Mm.
Oh.
This seemed to be pretty regular.